You wake up tomorrow morning and discover that one of the most dangerous forms of body fat has already started disappearing. Not belly fat, not the fat under your skin. I'm talking about fat inside your liver. Because here's something most people don't realize. Fatty liver disease often develops silently for years. No pain, no symptoms, no warning signs, yet it increases your risk of heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and even early death. But what if I told you that research suggests liver fat can begin dropping in less than 1 week? Today I'm going to show you exactly how. And stay until the end, because one of the most powerful tools for reversing fatty liver isn't a supplement or medication. It's something millions of people do every day. Why fatty liver happens. Most people think fatty liver comes from eating too much fat, but that's not what the research shows. One of the biggest drivers is sugar, especially fructose. Fructose is unique because nearly all of it must be processed by your liver, and when your liver receives more fructose than it can handle, it begins converting it into fat. Over time, that fat accumulates, the liver becomes inflamed, insulin levels rise, and eventually fat starts spilling over into other areas of the body, including your belly. That's why many people with large waistlines also have fatty liver. If you have belly fat, skin tags, or darker velvety skin around your neck or armpits, these may be signs that insulin is running too high, and high insulin often goes hand in hand with fatty liver. The 6-day Discovery researchers conducted a fascinating study. Participants with fatty liver followed a very low carbohydrate diet for just 6 days. MRIs were taken before and after. The result? These liver fat dropped by an average of 31% in less than 1 week. Think about that. The liver is one of the fastest organs in the body when it comes to removing fat. The key is knowing how to trigger the process, and it doesn't start with simply eating less. It starts with changing what you eat. The 4-step liver reset. Step 1. Remove sugar completely, especially sugary drinks, soda, juice, and processed foods high in fructose. Step 2. Lower carbohydrates. Reducing carbs allows insulin levels to fall, and when insulin falls, the body finally begins releasing stored fat from the liver. Step 3. Eat eggs. Egg yolks contain choline, a nutrient that helps transport fat out of the liver. 3 eggs a day can provide an excellent source of choline. Step 4. Walk every day. Research shows even 20 minutes of walking daily may help reduce liver fat and improve liver function. Simple, powerful, free. The surprising coffee connection. Here's something that surprises many people. Coffee. Several studies have found that coffee drinkers have a lower risk of chronic liver disease. Researchers believe compounds called polyphenols help reduce inflammation and support liver health. Just don't turn your coffee into dessert. Skip the sugar. Skip the flavored syrups. The benefits come from coffee itself. Now here's something most people don't realize. Fatty liver rarely kills people through liver failure. In fact, many people with fatty liver eventually suffer from something else entirely: heart attacks, strokes, type 2, diabetes. Why? Because the same process damaging your liver is often damaging the rest of your body at the same time. High insulin, chronic inflammation, excess sugar. These don't just affect one organ, they affect your entire metabolism. That's why fixing your liver often improves far more than your liver. Many people notice lower blood pressure, better energy, improved sleep, smaller waistlines, and even better blood sugar control. Now let me ask you a question. Do you know your waist measurement? If not, grab a tape measure. Measure around your waist at the level of your belly button. Write down the number, then measure it again in 48 hours, and again in 6 days. You may be surprised by what happens, because one of the first places people notice change is right around the midsection. And here's why. Belly fat and fatty liver are closely connected. Think of the liver as a storage facility. When it becomes overloaded, excess fat spills into the abdomen. That's the visceral fat we often see around the waist. Reduce liver fat and waist size often begins shrinking too. Now let's talk about one nutrient that most people never think about: choline. This nutrient plays a major role in helping the liver package and export fat. Without enough choline, fat can accumulate inside liver cells. And one of the richest sources of choline is something many people already have in their refrigerator: eggs, particularly egg yolks. For years, people were told to avoid egg yolks, but modern research has changed much of that conversation. Egg yolks provide choline, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that support many functions throughout the body. For many adults, eggs can be part of a liver-friendly eating plan. Now let's return to something almost everyone enjoys: coffee. This may surprise you. Several large studies have found that people who drink coffee tend to have a lower risk of chronic liver disease. Researchers believe natural compounds in coffee called polyphenols may help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress inside the liver. But there's an important catch. The benefit comes from the coffee itself, not from sugar, not from flavored syrups, not from dessert-style coffee drinks loaded with calories. Simple coffee appears to offer the greatest benefit. And finally, let's talk about movement. You don't need marathon training. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't even need a gym membership. One of the most powerful tools for liver health may be as simple as walking. Research suggests that regular walking can improve insulin sensitivity and help reduce liver fat. Even 20 minutes per day can make a meaningful difference over time. And perhaps that's the most encouraging part of this entire discussion, because healing often begins with small actions repeated consistently. Less sugar, more movement, better food choices, a healthier liver. Your liver is remarkably resilient. In many cases, it has an extraordinary ability to repair itself when given the right environment. The key is starting before permanent damage occurs, because fatty liver is often silent. No pain, no warning, no symptoms, until one day there are. So if you're over 60, this may be one of the most important health changes you ever make. Take care of your liver, and your liver may help take care of the rest of you. If you found this video helpful, tell me in the comments. Have you ever been diagnosed with fatty liver? Or are you planning to start making changes today? I'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourself. And remember, your future health is built one decision at a time.